Hi, and good morning to all of our viewers in Oklahoma, Missouri, and in Arkansas. We're so glad you're starting your day off here with us at Weather 225, and let's get your day started. Like we said, it's warm here in the studio, as you can imagine, with the lights and also the computers that are running, so you got to do what you got to do. Even this morning, it is pretty warm. We're starting off with some 70s and 80s, so we've reached that point in the summer where even in the mornings, it doesn't feel all that pleasant. And I tell you, as a native North Texan, I grew up in North Texas my entire life. I was hoping to get away from that weather, making my way, even though it's not that far north. I was hoping it was just far enough north that I didn't have to deal with those, scorching mornings in addition to the scorching afternoons. But Mother Nature had some other ideas and a sense of humor. This afternoon, we're expecting highs anywhere from the lower triple digits from 100 to 106, depending on the location. Extreme heat warnings continue for parts of the area. And if you're watching on the live stream, you can see below where I'm talking, we have that little, radar map, and it does have the alerts. If you're seeing pink and purple on the screen, that's indicative of extreme heat warnings. Orange is heat advisories. That's going to be kind of the same old for today. Good news is I do have a little bit of relief on the way, but heat index values today as high as 115 in some locations. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if a couple areas get a little bit warmer than that. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll let you know on our social media. Good news is right now we can just blow through all of these rainfall graphics and everything along the lines there. Even though the algorithm's not showing anything, I do want to keep an eye maybe in our far northern and northwestern counties later this evening. We are going to have a system that arrives by the time we get to tomorrow. I can't rule out a couple pop-up showers, very isolated if anything. So the algorithm's not picking up on it. We should stay majority of the area, pretty dry today, but I can't rule out a couple of pop-up showers. Maybe even an isolated thunderstorm southwest Missouri, far northeast Oklahoma, maybe far northwest Arkansas. Not everyone's going to see that activity. And as you can see, the algorithm's really not picking up on it, but that doesn't mean that one or two won't develop. And even the rainfall not highlighting anything as well. Like we said, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know if anything changes. I just want to, let you know that there might be a very low end potential. We're talking 10%, but I want to account for that and, not have you caught off guard by any activity. The one thing you're not going to be caught off guard is the Foghorns morning fog outlook, which is showing no issues. So we make our way further into the day and further into your morning. If you got any sort of, plans this morning, there's no reduced visibility. If you're headed out for your morning commute, the conditions this morning really aren't that favorable for, reduced visibility, hazardous conditions, anything like that, thanks to this heat and humidity. That's a look at what we got there. Huge shout out to Foghorns for sponsoring our channel. We really appreciate them sponsoring our media, and go and support them like they support us. Coming up, we got to look at that drought monitor and a couple other things with the 7-day forecast and that relief I mentioned here in just, a couple seconds.
If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at our drought monitor. And as we said, yesterday evening, it's starting to build back into some areas. Now, it's not into the extreme category for a large portion of the area, but still remains severe to extreme in our southeast counties and our far west counties. The dry conditions starting to expand further westward. So we got some rain chances on the way, and hopefully that can help with the dry conditions. But the bad news is the rain that we're expecting, it may not help all that much with the drought impact, especially in the River Valley and in northeast Oklahoma. So let's get to that here real quick. Just wanted to give a heads up to anyone that works in agriculture or anything like that, because I know once we start getting into this warm and dry stretch of weather, you start to wonder, especially when it's prolonged, what the drought is doing. We'll let you know here on the channel. Next 7 days look pretty warm, but the good news is the weekend looks pretty good. Now, keep in mind, Sunday, Monday, that's a little bit of a rough forecast because that's a sharp rise in temperatures, right? The numbers were saying that. I did want to kind of just account for the fact that I think next week's going to be pretty warm as well. The weekend, the forecast is probably going to change forecast-wise with the temperatures, but we do have some chances for some showers and thunderstorms coming up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in northwest Arkansas. The temperatures are going to start to decrease as well. And this is what we're saying later tonight, tomorrow. That's when that system should arrive, depending on the location. That may lead to some of those cooler temperatures, but also some rain chances in advance of the activity we've got for tomorrow. River Valley, a little bit drier tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday looks to be the highest rain chances. Northwest Arkansas, River Valley. Early next week looks pretty warm. Southwest, northeast Oklahoma, kind of the same deal. cooler this weekend, warmer by early next week. Rain chances pretty much Wednesday through Saturday. Highest is going to be Thursday, Friday. Some pop-ups will be possible in the weekend for all of the locations we just mentioned. Same with Southwest Missouri. So that's a look at the 7-day forecast that we've got here. Thank you so much for starting your day here with Weather 225. We really appreciate you starting your day off with us. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned. We'll have the latest update here on the channel.